So do you ever take things too personal? Has that ever happened to you? Let me give you a quick example. Let's say you go to a networking event, you meet a person, you hit it off, you talk for about 2 or 3 hours, and now they're your new best friend. You both leave, you get in your cars, and then while you're on your way home, somebody cuts you off in traffic, and you get real mad. You're hot, you're like level 10 hot. Well, you pull up to a red light, you look over, and the person that cut you off was the new best friend. And now all of a sudden you go from a level 10 to a level 0, and you wave and you're like, you're totally cool. Well, that was an example of taking things personal when maybe you shouldn't have. You know, you're judging somebody as being vindictive and hateful or whatever. And really, the person that cut you off in traffic, maybe they had an emergency at home. They had to get home quickly. Maybe they were a little tipsy. Maybe they have a severe case of ADD, right? There could be all these situations that you don't know about, but you're assuming the worst. You're taking it personal. That's in your head. You're assuming that, right? And not only that, but every stranger that makes you angry has the potential to be your new best friend, somebody that you could have just met and became really close with, and you're like and respect now. So think of that when strangers make you mad and you're taking things personal. Think of the potential that they could be your friend. They could be a family member, a neighbor, somebody you met already. You don't know, maybe you don't recognize the car, right? But you make a lot of assumptions. Also, when you take things personal, you're angry. Behind anger is fear, okay? So next time you take something personal in this situation, you would say, well, what do I fear? Why am I angry? Well, I fear that I'm gonna get in a wreck. Well, why do I fear that? Well, I fear that my shiny new car is gonna get damaged. Well, then why do I care? What's behind that? Well, because that's gonna cost me money. Now you've got to the root. You've got to the root problem of your anger, money. In this situation, you have insurance, you're covered. But anytime you're taking things personal and you're angry, ask yourself, behind that, what do you fear? What do you fear? And then ask yourself over and over to get to the root problem of what's behind that. And also, think of people and strangers as potential friends, not enemies, and don't make assumptions about what's going on in their life and why they're acting the way they're acting. You have no idea what's going on in their life, but you make these stories up, you make these assumptions, and you get angry because of that. So, something to think about, guys. That's your soul snack of the day. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a great one. Know you're loved and you're blessed.